Tired of the same old threads? What's inside the new Z-Box Threads subscription box? What I just did right there was I provided an example of how one can be successful. Find the problem and therefore find a solution to the problem. If the problem was that you were so tired of the same old threads, those same old t-shirts that you wear all the time, so much so that you sort of develop that reputation. Hey, there's that guy that's wearing that Metallica shirt. That's because you're always wearing the same t-shirts. If you want to mix that up a little bit, add a little spice to your repertoire, might I suggest that you subscribe to the Z-Box Threads, where every single month, not only will you get yourself a snazzy new t-shirt, yes, I did say snazzy, but you're also going to get yourself inside a trade paperback, so you can do a little bit of reading while you're flaunting your stuff up and down your neighborhood block, showcasing, of course, the brand new t-shirt that you've acquired. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up and see the contents going on inside. I do want to draw one thing to your attention right now. Astute viewers probably would have just caught up and just caught on what I just did right there. You'll notice that there was no cutting that was required. I didn't have to do any slicing. A concerning problem, certainly I could make about this, is that there was no seal or tape on the box. It might have been dismissed along the way. Maybe Gary, for example, who was in charge of taping the fronts of the boxes, decided to go and grab his sandwich while the conveyor belt, I don't even know how that would work. Would it be a conveyor belt? Continued on its merry little way, and unfortunately my box did not get taped. I'm not going to say that's, of course, across the board, but it's unfortunately a little troublesome, I'm just making up words, to have a box arrive, like I said, with no tape whatsoever on it. The first thing we're going to have a look at, though, is the trade paperback that comes included with it. I mean, I see two things inside, a t-shirt and I see trade paperback. So if I have my little checklist, I can go like that and I can go like that. And I have both things at least contained inside. The first thing we're going to have a look at, though, is the trade paperback of Supreme Power Contact from the writer of Thor, J. Michael Straczynski, who so happened to also be the creator of Babylon 5. I remember that back in the day. And also Gary Frank, John Sybil. Let's look at the... I always like to flip through the pages myself and see what's all going on. Artwork for me is really key for me to maintain interest in a storyline. So based on this, I have to say that the artwork is pretty good. This would, of course, keep my interest enough for me to want to flip through the pages. Like, I'm curious what's going on with this guy. What's this guy's problem? I'll have to read through the book to find out. Based on what I'm seeing here, again, nice looking artwork. I'm going to give that certainly a good read. Maybe I'll sit that outside in my porch, sit down on a seat somewhere with a tall glass of cold lemonade and watch, of course, I'll read the Supreme Power Contact. And along with that, speaking of contact, not quite first contact, but certainly contact with other entities out there, we've got ourselves a Star Trek t-shirt. Now, I don't know really, I guess you could say Contact, yes, on the book. Star Trek, Contact, sure, why not? There's a bit of a connection, you could say, between the two. There's an NCC 1701 USS Enterprise t-shirt. The original Enterprise, OG. Very, very cool. I don't know if it would actually have as many lines on the saucer section, far be it for me to nitpick the detailing done to the Enterprise. But I think if it's the original, not the retrofitted unit that was in motion picture, I don't feel it would have as many lines on the saucer section. But I digress. A nice cool looking t-shirt, all done in black, with of course the white font along the top of NCC 1701, the original calling card ID number of the USS Enterprise. So even though, unfortunately, like I said, the box was not taped, I don't really know what happened there, at least everything arrived A-OK. Got ourselves a trade paperback, which I can sit down and read, and I can wear myself a nice, snazzy new t-shirt. I can maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll read that today. I'll read that this afternoon, and I'll let you guys know. I'll call every one of you, and I'll let you guys know how the book went. If you guys are interested in subscribing to the Z-Box Threads, no calling is required. I don't think you can just call that up, but you can certainly go to your invisible keyboard, virtually key those keys in, and you would want to go over to their website, or you can do one better. If using an invisible keyboard seems somewhat impossible to you, it really is. It is. You can most definitely click the link down below in the video description that will take you over to ZBox Threads, and you can subscribe today. Today we were having a look at the ZBox Threads, possibly for May 2020, as we're certainly now moving our way into June. It would make some logical sense that this is probably going to be for May 2020. If you're also in the market of subscribing to things, digging the idea of new schnazzy duds, digging the idea of trade paperbacks, and possibly even digging the idea of watching a new guy's content you just happen to stumble onto with this specific video, might I suggest, if I can just whisper into your ear, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that bell notification. And make sure you stay tuned. Keep these peepers peeled, because there's going to be a lot of videos coming your way. As always, guys, thanks for watching, as you always do. And I'll see you guys next time.